start the recording. Okay. The compounds formed from two units, like the cation and anion, are called ionic compounds. Once again, I am going to tell you here definition of compound. When two or more than two substances combine with each other and they form a new substance with new physical and chemical properties, it's called the compound. Okay. And now we will see here this cation and anion being oppositely charges. We know one is the positive charge and another is the negative charge. And when their opposite charges are there, then they form their electrostatic force between it. Which force? Electrostatic force between them. And then when this attraction between these ionic bonds, ionic, we can say ions like as a cation and anion, is called ionic bond. The attraction between the force of attraction between this cation and anion is called ionic bond. Okay. So now there, while they performing the compound, that time their number of electrons, number of these ions means positive and negative charge, they are coming together and they form a new substance. Okay. And due to that reason, when they are positive and negative charge coming together, that time they balance each other. Okay. So due to that balancing, that we are getting this reaction that is electrically neutral. This ionic compound is electrically neutral. Neutral is there. You can take the example of Na plus Cl, sodium plus chlorine. Na plus Cl minus, we get it NaCl. Okay, this is also one ionic compound, remember, NaCl. Now, ionic compounds are present in the crystalline in nature. And if you see here, surface of the particles crystalline substance have definite shape and smooth and shiny crystalline. Means they having the defined shape. If you see their example of our regular homemade, I can say about it. That is the common salt. Common salt we are using every day. If you observe, just you can take in your fingers and you can observe their particles are the same. Particles are same and they are having their some different regular shape. It's not a different. We will not get like as a stones anywhere. Okay, it's there. One particular shape will be there, and as well as it will be crystalline in nature and it can shine. It can shine. So can you tell me why this sodium chloride means common salt is shining? Anybody is having the reason about it? Do you know? Yes or no? Anybody knows about it? See that very simple reason in it. There iodine is present in this our sodium chloride, and when iodine is used, then iodine is one of the exception that we have seen in this starting of this lesson only. That iodine can having the crystalline nature as well as it can shine. Okay, so like this we can remember this. Then this arrangement of ionic compounds are different. Means these are arrangement of ionic bonds, whatever they are ions, positive and negative charge. There is a different for different substance. It is not same for all. Okay, its structure is different for different substances. Now we know that just if their same charges will come together, then what will happen? Will tell me? Okay, very good. When same charges they will come in contact, what will happen? Anybody can guess about it? What will happen? Very simple. They will repel to each other when they're same charges. Suppose they're positive charges, we are going to try to come together. So what will happen? They will repel to each other. They will repulsive to each other. They will form their repulsive force. Okay, we have seen about the magnet. Same thing is here. We are going to speak about ionic compounds also. And while they are forming these ionic compounds, that time there are two main factors. So first main factor is the size of positive and negative charged particles or ions. Depends on its size. If they are larger size or smaller size, they will form or not. That will get due to this. And second factor is their magnitude of the electrical charge on the ions. Magnitude. What is my magnitude? Anybody can tell me? Apurva? Yes, Kulle? Sarthak Kopse? Sarojna Maile?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. I ask magnitude. What is the magnitude? Okay. Alicia, can you tell?
Size.
Yeah. Okay, you can say.
Size of something.
Yeah. Once again, please repeat it.
Size of a substance.
Size of substance. Okay, when we are going to speak about here magnitudes, means their number of molecules also we can consider here how many number of molecules are present on that if we charge on that ions. Okay, to one like this depends on it. So now we have to see the properties of ionic compounds. What are the properties of ionic compounds? Suppose one experiment is given to us: metal spatula, burner, carbon electrodes, beaker, cell, lamp, press key, then electrical wires, etc. Now samples of sodium chloride, potassium iodide, and barium chloride. Okay, and water is there. So what we have to do here, you can see like this arrangement we have to do. Okay, it's given here. So inside it, you will see this. There is a one battery or electric cell is arranged here. Then lamp is there. As press key means we can press it, switch on or switch off like this. And then here is a beaker in it, graphite rod, and salt solution is there. Then what will happen? If you see here, we are going to check the conductivity of salt solution. It can produce or not. And when their positive and negative charge come together, they can form the electricity, or they can behave like as a conductor. So what are the properties of ionic compounds? So very simple thing is there. The attractive force between the negatively and positive charge ions is strong. Due to that reason, these ionic compounds form in the solid or hard. They are found in the solid nature, solid state, and are hard. Then ionic compounds are brittle, can be broken into pieces by applying pressure. You know that brittle means what? Easily it can convert into the so many pieces. So when ionic compounds they're found in the brittle, then we can divide it into so many pieces by the applying force. Then intermolecular force of attraction is high in the ionic compounds. Intermolecular force of attraction, because there suppose one is the positive and one is the negative charge there, and when they are coming in contact, that time they form their strong attraction between it, because both are the opposite charges, and large energy is required to overcome it. Means suppose we have to break this bonding, then we require a large energy. Okay, so melting points and boiling point of this is very high, because actually they are in solid state. Second, their bonding is there very strong, so due to that reason it will not easily break. So while we have to melt it or boil it, that time we have to apply their maximum heat, and due to that reason its boiling point and melting point is there high. Then fourth one, ionic compounds are soluble in water. You can take one very simple example of our regular common salt also. I'm telling once again same example. So what happened there, when we are going to put in water, that time immediately it will start to dissolve. Yes, just with the help of stir, we can dissolve it. But here we can dissolve with the help of, means without helping or without any mixture adding in it, it can dissolve in the water. As a result of this new, if you see here, what happened is because of the water molecules orient in the particular manner around us, ions separated by dissociation process. Dissociation means what is their separation, we can say. And as a result of this new force of attraction is established between the ion and surrounding water molecules and replacing the original intermolecular attraction. So suppose these points were there, suppose these ions were there, and when we have added in water, that time what happened? Their intermolecular force or attraction will be changed, because it will be there dissolved in the water, and their relation between suppose this and positive and negative charge, they are separately. So what is their surrounding water molecule? They can perform their intermolecular force of attraction, and aqueous solution of the ionic compounds are formed. Aqueous solution, aqueous means liquid state. Yes, we are getting in liquid form. So this is because unlike water, a new attractive force cannot be established in the solvents. Now see that ion compounds are however insoluble in solvents like kerosene and petrol. So what happened here? About the water, they can easily dissolve, but about like the kerosene and other petrol, it's not possible, because there is a, unlike water, new attractive force cannot be established in these solvents, which kerosene and petrol. Got it, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The ionic compounds cannot conduct electricity. These ionic compounds cannot conduct electricity when they are present in the solid state. Why they cannot conduct electricity? Can you tell me what is the reason behind it? Can you tell? Anyone? So when they form the ionic compounds, that time there are strong bonding between positive and negative charges, and there is no free place, or they are not ready to leave their own place. At once my bench is fixed, I am going to sit on that bench. Like this, they are doing here, and due to that reason, it's not possible. So ionic compounds can pass the electricity through their solid state. Its solid state. But when we are dissolving in water, or we are going to make them fusion or molten, that time they can conduct the electricity. As in this, what happened? Ionic compounds or ions are mobile. Mobile means here they are moving from one place to another. When they are compound, that time they are unable to move from one place to another place, but when they dissolve or molten or fuse, that time it's easy. Okay, so in this state, the ions are mobile, and the aqueous solution of the ion compounds conduct electricity as they contain dissociated ions. So what happens there? On passing current through the solution of ions move to oppositely charged electrodes, and due to the conductivity is fused and dissolved state, the ionic compounds are called electrolytes. What is meant by electrolytes? See that. Due to the electrical conductivity is fused and dissolved state, and the ionic compounds are called electrolytes. So from this, on passing, you are getting a definition. On passing current through the solution of the ions move to the oppositely charged electrodes due to the electrical conductivity is fused and the dissolved state, and the ionic compounds are called electrolytes. Okay. So now here you can see their compounds are given, it's ionic or non-ionic, melting point and boiling point. So we can remember this H2O. Water is there, you are getting it ion, it's a non-ionic, remember. Okay. Melting point and boiling point. If you see their melting point of water is 0, we know very well, and boiling point is there 100 degrees Celsius. ZnCl2 zinc chloride there is its ionic nature, and its melting point is there 290 degrees Celsius and 732 boiling point. Magnesium chloride there ionic, it's, you will see their melting point is 714 and boiling point is 1412. Sodium chloride ionic, see that how much melting point is there? 801 degrees Celsius, and its boiling point is 1465. NaCl, we have seen just NaBr, sodium bromide, that is the ionic. Its temperature, you will see there for melting point is just 747 and boiling point is 1390. KCl, potassium chloride, there is also ionic, 7720, 772 and 1407. And magnesium oxide ionic, you will see its melting point is there 2852 and its boiling point is 3600. You have to remember these ones. Anybody is having doubt in it in this point, can you ask me about it? Those having questions, they can ask. Nobody is having question, students? Yes or no? Everybody understood? Once again, I'm going to repeat this. See there, attractive force between a positively and negatively charged and strong. Therefore, they are found. These ionic compounds found in the solid state. Second, the ionic compounds, if they are brittle, then they can divide into so many pieces. Okay, or we can break them. The intermolecular force of attraction is the higher in the ionic compounds, and large energy is required to overcome. Means what happens? Their positive and negative charge, they strongly attracted towards each other, and due to that reason, when we have to break this, or we have to melt it or boil it, that time we have to apply their maximum energy in the form of heat or in the form of electricity, whatever there. Then ionic compounds are water soluble. Ionic compounds are water soluble, and this is because their water molecules are oriented in the particular manner. They are become their particular orient means around them. Suppose in this you will see like this, suppose one this your compound is there, these ions are there, but these water molecules they are orient like this, you will see there, and due to that reason these intermolecular force between these ions, it will be there disclosed, and they will form new intermolecular force between water molecule and itself. Okay, and fifth one, if we have just seen that they cannot conduct the electricity. It cannot conduct the electricity until they are in solid state. When they are in liquid state or molten or fused state, that time they can allow to pass the electricity. Okay, and now very important topic that we have to learn. Just our lesson name is that is the metallurgy. Then who will tell me metallurgy means what? Have you listened this word first, or just today you are going to listen it? Anybody can tell about the metallurgy? So here we are learning about the metals. We are learning about the metals. Okay. So the study of science, if you see the technology regarding to the extraction of metals from its oxides. Metals from its oxides or from ores and their purification for use in the regular. So this is called the metallurgy. Means what happened? We are using there so many metals. We know that we are using iron, we are using their lead is also there. It's a then we are using another so many metals like as aluminum, zinc, another copper. These all metals we are getting from the nature, but these all elements or these metals are not present in the as it is state whatever we are using today. आपण ज्या पद्धतीने जे वापरतोय ते सगळे त्या स्टेटमध्ये आढळत नाही, तर ते काय होतं त्यांच्या मध्ये जर आपण बघितलं तर ते ओर फॉर्म मध्ये असतात, ते इम्प्युअर असतात ते, आणि ते प्युरिफिकेशन ज्यात केलं जातं, ज्या स्टडी केला होतो मेटल्स बद्दल एक्सट्रॅक्शन केलं जातं, त्या ब्रांचला काय म्हटलं जातं? मेटलर्जी म्हटलं जातं. लक्षात घ्या. Okay, the science and technology regarding the extractions of metals from the ores and their purification for use is called metallurgy. Now what is in the ores? Anybody can tell me what is in the ore? Sai Pawar, Yash Kolle, Sarojna Maile, can you tell what is in the ore? Nilak Pratimesh, Mansi Chalak, Shweta Thorat.
A type of
Yes, Sai Shinde.
type of rock. The naturally occurring material from which a mineral or minerals of economic value can be extracted.
Okay. Any other student want to tell? Apurva, Alisha, Pranjal, are you there? Shreya, Dipali Beske, Sakshi Udavanta.
A substance from which metals can be extracted.
Okay. So we can say ores are there, impure from these ores. Ores are there, you will see there. They are all impurities are present with the metal, that we can say the ore. And now these occurrence of metals, how we are getting it in nature? So we are getting in the free state. Some metals we are getting in the free state, but some metals they are not getting in free state. So which are that? So they are getting in the form of their oxides, like suppose magnesium oxides are there. Okay, then carbonate, sulfates, and nitrates. Now some substances which are we are getting as it is, or it is unaffected by the environmental things, like as a water or air. That substances are like as a platinum, gold, silver. Okay, generally this occurs in free state. Okay, do you know about the silver? Silver is the getting in nature free state, but nowadays while we are using its ornaments of jewelry, this its color is changes due to the atmospheric condition. Because you will see as surrounding us, whatever their air is present, it's polluted air is maximum type, and as well as where those people are living near to factories. Remember what I am saying, that near to factories or some there, any factory, not only sugar factory, any chemical factory like this, there that people are using these silver ornaments or jewelries, it can then after few years or after few days, it can convert into the this its color is changes. Its color is changes. One instrument, okay. There are getting so many types of impurities like as a soil, sand, rocky substances. We are getting this sodium or whatever it is. We are going to speak about the metals, just iron like this. So these metals are not getting directly as it is. Suppose iron oxide is present, from that we are taking the iron separately. Okay. Other metals, suppose there copper is found in the sometimes in the form of copper oxides. Okay, or you will see there about the nitric acids, you can see sodium, they can present in the form of their nitrates. Okay, there are so many examples like this, we will get it. And these impurities which are present along with the metal, that is called the gang. That is called the gang, like as our boys gang, girls gang. Okay. So these impurities are present with these metals, and that is called the gang. Okay. So metal can be extracted from their ores by the various methods by separation. So which are that methods we have to see today? Okay. So first method, if you see there, basic principles of metallurgy. So there are so many methods. Which are the methods? You can see gravitation method. First of all, gravitation means what? With the help of gravitational force, they can separate from its source. Okay. Now here one more thing is given about the metallurgy. There you can see there about it, their metals are extracted in pure form. Then metals are further purified by different methods of purification. This entire process is called metallurgy. From these ores, you are getting this definition. The ores are taken out from the mines, you know that, and the gangue is usually separated from the ore at the site itself by various methods. And then the ores are carried out of the place where metals are produced. And their metals are extracted in pure form. Then metals are further purified by different methods of purification. This entire process is called metallurgy. Means these metals are purified from their gangue or their ores, and this total process is called the metallurgy. Okay, once again we got the definition of metallurgy. Now here we can see the next basic principles of metallurgy, that is the pure metal is obtained from the concentration of ores. So now what is meant by concentration of ores? So that only we have to see here. So you can, everybody knows about it, might be you have read about it, those students read, they will get it easily. The process of separating gangue from the ores is called the concentration of ores. This definition also remember, the process of separating gangue from its ores is called concentration of ores. Okay, so what happened, this concentration of ores means, can you tell me what is meant by about this concentration of ores? Anybody can tell? Yes or no? What happens, we are getting this metal in the form of gangue, and we have to separate that. We have to take out the only metal, and this is called the concentration. Okay, here we are not speaking about our regular concentration, it's a different thing. Okay, so in this process, we have to this gangue and all ores were put into the different processes for separation the metals. So that all are we have to learn here. So first process we are going to see separation based on the gravitation. Now, have you seen your mother? She's separating some the dust particles or stones from the your grains. Might be you have seen or not, I don't know. But that process you can see there. There is also we are doing same thing. That is we are separating that grains from the stones and other particles. Okay, so these are the one will play table method we have to learn here. This will play table method is very easy. Okay, so you can see here in this method, just only see the figure, and afterwards will think about it. You can see here powder ore is put on it here, like as some there are wooden blocks are there. Okay, and due to that reason, it will be vibrate, then it will be separated the powder ore, and then we will get the concentrated ore separate, and gangue is separate. Okay, so what happened here? In this method, the will plate table is made by fixing narrow and thin wooden ripples or inclined surface. How they are arranged? Inclined surface. You will see these are all are arranged in the inclined surface, and between these all, there you will get there some. They are joined like this, and when it will be vibrate with the help of electricity with the machinery, and that time those are there impurities are present in it. It will be go to below. Okay, and those are original metal. It will be separated from it. So now we'll read this. You'll get it easily. So table is kept. Vibrating continuously, powder are obtained from lumps of the ores using ball mills. Is poured on the table, and the stream of water is also released from the upper side. As a result, the lighter gangue particles are carried away along the flowing water, while the heavier particles, in which proportion of mineral is more and proportion of gangue is less, are blocked by the wooden ripples and get collected on the slits between them. So now here you can see this. This is a powder out from it, and here one is just water. Okay, warm water is releasing through it same time. So what happened there? Due to the continuously vibrating of these wooden ripples, So those organic particles, they will flow with the help of that water from it, and those are the concentrated ore is there or pure metals are there. They will here collected between these two. You can see here some gap is between it, not actually all gap is there, but it can collected here and we can separate it. Got it? Yes or no? Everybody understood it? Yes or no? Please tell me, students.
Yes, sir.
समजले का सर्वांना? बघा ही मेथड जर आपण बघितली आपल्याकडे यूज केली जाते. तुम्ही आता बरेच जण शेतकरी कुटुंबातून जर असेल तर आता मे बी मॅक्झिमम टाइम डायरेक्ट ते हार्वेस्टरच्या मदतीने केलं जातं. परंतु जी बाजरी किंवा ज्वार किंवा जे काही आहेत आपले ग्रेन्स जे आपण सेपरेट केले जातात बघा, ते त्यांची कणसांपासून ते सेपरेट करताना प्रोसेस जर तुम्ही बघितलं ते मशीन, तर ते कंटिन्युअसली अशी चाळणी टाईप असतं आणि ते व्हायब्रेट होत असतं. आणि ते व्हायब्रेशन होताना काय होतं, ते जे काही तुमचे जे आहेत डस्ट पार्टिकल्स वगैरे किंवा बाकीचे जो काही मटेरियल आहे जे अनवॉन्टेड मटेरियल ते बाहेर फेकलं जातं आणि जे धान्य ते आपल्याला कलेक्ट केलं जातं. आपण ते जर बघितलं मशीन, ज्यांनी बघितलं असेल त्यांना येईल आयडिया, ज्यांनी नसेल बघितलं त्यांच्यासाठी मी पॉसिबल झालं तो व्हिडिओ पण टाकेल. ओके, तर ह्या मेथडमध्ये काय केलं जातं, पण या पाण्याच्या साह्याने आणि ही काय होतं त्याच्यामध्ये ही पावडर म्हणजे काय त्याच्यामध्ये सगळं मिक्स असते, थोडक्यात इम्प्युरिटीज प्युरिटीज सगळं मिक्स असतं, पण ते पावडर फॉर्ममध्ये घेतलं जातं. आणि इथून ज्यावेळेस तुमचा गरम पाण्याचा फ्लो येतो त्यावेळेस काय होतं तुम्हाला माहिती, पाण्याबरोबर जर बघितलं आपण जे डस्ट पार्टिकल जे हलके पार्टिकल्स आहेत ते काय होतात सहज वाहून जातात. आणि तेच इथं होतं, जे काही डस्ट पार्टिकल्स आहेत जे एकदम गँग पार्टिकल्स काय होते ते सेपरेट होऊन जातात, ते पाण्यावर वाहून जातात, ती खाली कलेक्ट केली जाते आणि जो आपले जे मेटल पाहिजे ते इथं आपल्याला या ठिकाणी भेटतं. ओके, समजलं सगळ्यांना? Okay, yes or no? Please tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Okay, so like this, we are going to stop here today. If anybody is having question, you can ask me.